everybody, so we've got a fun review today as we're talking Creed 3, easily by far one of my most anticipated films for this year. It's still surreal to me as a lover of both Rocky and Creed how far we've come with the Creed franchise. What begun as a spin-off to the Rocky franchise truly has been excellent in its own right, to the point where now we have a trilogy of films. Creed 3 follows Adonis thriving in both his career and his family life, but when his childhood friend Damien resurfaces after a long prison sentence, eager to prove he deserves his shot in the ring, Adonis puts his future on the line to face off against him to settle the score. One of my favorite things about every Rocky and Creed film is how each installment is able to explore a different aspect to their fighting career, the highs, the lows, the different challenges that come from life experiences. So I loved how Creed 3 explores this part of Adonis' career where he's kind of stepped away a bit from boxing, focusing more on family and other aspirations, till, of course, he's forced back into that line of work when Damien pops up. The journey explored here in Creed 3 with Adonis is surprisingly intense and emotional as we explore the dynamic between the two of them. Both of these characters who were once friends when they were kids now are bitter rivals that are going head to head since Damien wants the life that Adonis has, feeling that all of this stuff should have been his, but instead he went to prison. With so much hostility between the two of them, sparks really do fly each and every conversation that Adonis and Damien have over the course of the film. It's a real testament to the great chemistry that Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Majors have with each other, and just the character work of both of their characters. I think just in general in this film, this is some of the best character work on an emotional level for Adonis as we're tackling all these problems. And Tessa Thompson too. Tessa Thompson continues to be kind of the glue that keeps all three Creed films together and doesn't get as much recognition, I feel, but she's just as good. It does feel very deja vu talking about Jonathan Majors being a standout antagonist once again because Quantumania just came out, but he honestly is one of the best parts to Creed 3. I think he's a phenomenal antagonist here as Damien. He's absolutely ferocious, completely owning every scene that he's in with his charisma and his just sheer raw emotion. You feel the hunger that Damien has to become this elite level fighter who has nothing to lose in every fight that he's in, which helps make him the most interesting foe I think we've ever seen Adonis face in all three films. Speaking of the fight sequences in Creed 3 are top notch. I think they're some of my favorite among all three of the Creed films. They're really next level. I think also the use of the IMAX cameras here, a complete game changer in just how they put you right into the action and all of these different brutal shots that each of them take in their fights. And there were talks before the film came out about the anime influences on the film. I think there's a lot of anime influences just in general that you'll pick up on if you watch anime, in its usage of close-ups and just how he edits certain sequences together. It's very Dragon Ball Z or My Hero Academia, but I think it's most prevalent in the fight sequences. Another thing, after watching Creed 3, who knew Michael B. Jordan could be such a fantastic director? He's kind of taking on a similar mantle that Sylvester Stallone did, because Sylvester Stallone directed Rocky 2, 3, 4, and Rocky Balboa. And I was kind of skeptical just because we've never seen Michael B. Jordan direct before. But in general, I think he did a great job pretty much elevating everything from Creed 2 while also putting his own stamp on things. It makes me very excited to see where he goes next with directing, whether it be a Creed 4 or something else. If there's anything to really work on for future installments, I think it's just the pacing. I think the pacing for Creed 3 is pretty lackluster. It feels very rushed at times. Since this installment actually is the shortest of all three Creed installments, and it's one of those rare occurrences where I would have liked a little bit more film, a little bit more runtime, just to flesh some more things out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a lover of the entire franchise, so I did sorely miss Sylvester Stallone in this installment, just because his character arc in those first two Creed films were so fantastic. I totally understand why Sylvester Stallone did not return for this installment, but his presence is sorely missed, and I hope maybe one day Sylvester Stallone can appear in another Creed film or one of the other things that's going on, because Victor Drago's in this at least, to have some connective tissue to the Creed verse, if you will. I know they're trying to plan this whole spin-off series for Victor Drago. I'm not sure how interested I would be in that, but it's cool to see that we're trying to expand the universe, I guess, the MCU way, which is also kind of ironic because a large part of this main cast are in the MCU. Like Michael B. Jordan, Tessa Thompson, Jonathan Majors, Florians, and Shang-Chi. Hell, even Rocky Balboa himself, Sylvester Stallone, technically is in the MCU. There's a lot of connections to the MCU with the Creed universe. Of course, I would speculate here on if we're going to get a Creed 4, if this is going to just end as a trilogy, but Michael B. Jordan already pretty much confirmed we're getting a Creed 4, so consider me hyped for Creed 4 if they continue to put out this same level of quality each and every installment. All around, Creed 3 is another breath of fresh air to this franchise and a fantastic cap-off to this trilogy. While the fight sequences are an amazing sight to behold, the film film also just showcases a great new chapter in Adonis's life, packed to the brim with heart and emotion. Honestly, I can't wait to see this film again. March in general is going to be stacked with the releases: Creed 3, Scream 6, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, John Wick Chapter 4. So far as March films go, I haven't seen too many, obviously. I think it's off to a strong start with Creed 3. So make sure you share your thoughts down below. What'd you think of Creed 3? Did you like the film? Did you not like the film? Also, where would you rank this among the Creed films? And also, if you want to throw in the Rocky films as well, since it's the same franchise in a sense. I don't know yet where I would rank Creed 3. I might do a ranking for the Creed franchise or the Rocky franchise as a whole. I'm very undecided about it. If that's something that interests you, share your thoughts in the comment section down below if I should do so. Either way, thank you guys. Always chat the reviews. I always do appreciate it. Make sure to like on the video and also subscribe to the channel so I update reviews, reactions, unboxings, and more. Next time, I'll see you guys later.